they haven't scolded me, but they will like, make a like, you bitch, you diva, you never give me a good score. I remember once I was at this event, and maybe when the people who are stigmatized about the community and people who have misconceptions, maybe when they see me just go out and about and be a regular person, they'll realize that it's really not that deep. Like, it's just your sexuality, it's not your whole existence. Easy on anybody.
No, you have not. Trust me, you have not.
I wouldn't be here. But I think like they really enjoy it themselves.
Hello and welcome. This is Grace and you're watching News 18 Shosha. Today I have with me a cute guy and personally the best dressed guy I know in my life.
Thank you.
Sufi Motiwala. Thank you so much for joining me today.
I'm so excited to be here. You're one of my faves. You know that.
Definitely.
Yes.
So you're making your debut in acting. How are you feeling right now? Are you nervous? Are you excited?
I am very, very nervous. It comes out tomorrow and I actually don't know how I'm supposed to be feeling because I never thought that I wanted to be an actor. I never thought that it was a real possibility. So the fact that I am sitting here oh my god, I have a show coming out vibes. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think I will understand how I'm feeling about it after 10-15 days after it comes out.
You're a fashionista. What changed that?
I'm still a fashionista. I think my fashion personality and what I've built there will always be there, and I think I'm going to continue to do that forever. And this is just exploring. I think I'm 21 and so I have the liberty to, make mistakes and still go back from them. So I'm just trying and testing and seeing what works.
So seeing the trailer and it looks really amazing. I'm sure it's going to be a hit. And we get a glimpse of your character as well. Without telling us the entire story, tell us more about your character. Who is he?
So my character is basically sort of like the humor and the fun of the show. While everybody is obviously very humorous, we have Javed sir and such legendary actors, but their characters are very serious and they're always in these big problems that they have to get out of. And then there's me who's never in a problem. Nothing bad has ever happened to me on this show, but I'm still the most whiniest, bratty character, which is why I love my character, because I'm always throwing a tantrum and I'm always throwing a fit.
But you're working with such great actors like Tamanna and Nakul, Diana Penty is there. Did that make you nervous?
No, actually.
Did you learn something from them?
Of course, I learned a lot of stuff from them, and it didn't make me nervous because the first day on set, as soon as we all sat down for our first briefing, they were all just so nice to me instantly. They were all so excited to have me on board, and it was just so I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun summer. And I just had a great time, and I just love the dedication that they have for their, jobs as actors. They are so passionately, they can, I have seen them while giving their takes, feel that the take was not it. Even though literally everybody around them is it was fine, it was great. But then they're no, we didn't feel it. And so they would give a take again, and then the next take is just way better than the previous one. So just the way they're so dedicated to their craft was magical to watch.
Like you said, they took different retakes. I'm sure you also made mistakes because it was your first time.
Of course.
How did that make you feel?
So the thing was that I didn't know that there's a thing such as continuity while filming, where if you're filming a scene, the thing you do for the first time that gets okayed, you have to redo that again and again from every angle.
Oh, okay.
So that they can cut and patch and make that scene happen. What I used to do was every time we did another take for a scene, I would do something different to get a laugh out of the director, or to get a laugh out of the ADs, so that I could basically gauge whether they're liking what I'm doing or not. Because I couldn't understand what was happening. I was so overwhelmed. So I just used to keep trying new lines or trying a different punchline or trying a different thing with my hand, and so it was very hard for them to cut me in scenes because every scene I'm doing something else. But after 3-4 days of filming, I understood that,
But kabhi daant padi us chakkar mein?
No, they never used to, because the thing was that it was such a wholesome vibe on set because everybody there was just there to we weren't there to prove a point or to make a big fuss about anything. We were there to make this wholesome show about two best friends who want to, build a legacy together, and it was just about that. And so everybody was very welcoming and very harboring on set, like, keeping space for each other, making sure that, there are a few newbies as well around us. So we all of us had, like, space to grow and understand and learn. So it was very beautiful in that aspect.
I know you guys were working a lot, but did you also have fun on the set? Like any memorable anecdotes that happened behind the scenes? Maybe some pranks?
I remember my favorite thing used to be sitting with my directors and just laughing with them. And there's a video of me where I'm feeding Colin, my director, grapes.
Okay.
Like I'm sitting with a bowl of grapes and I'm feeding him grapes like this.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, directors ke liye kya karna padta hai. So like we used to have we used to do a lot of fun stuff like that. And just like a general conversation with the 8 of us in a room is the definition of loud.
Yeah.
Like we are all screaming, shouting and hollering and just giggling because the energy is just so good. Like we all like just get along really well.
That's nice.
I don't know, maybe they all hate me, but
I'm going to love you as well.
Yeah.
And who's your favorite among the cast? Just name one.
Tamanna.
Oh, okay, that came quick.
I've spent a lot of time with her post filming as well.
Okay.
Like we've bumped into events quite a lot. I've like hung out with her a few times. And she's just very kind. She always has like the right advice to give, the right encouragement, the right hype.
Yeah.
Like she knows the right vibe for what the other person is feeling, which I have found very rare to find, in the industry.
So here's a fun question for you. What's one misconception that people have about you and you want to clear it right now?
I want to clear that people think that what they see on my Instagram is the entirety of my existence, which is really funny because that's 90 seconds out of 24 hours in a day. So I would just love for people to not be that short-minded, not that short-sighted, and actually give people the space to like develop and, open up in front of the camera as the years go by.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to reveal everything about myself at the age of 20 because then what will I do at 25?
Exactly.
So just because there's a certain character that I am on social media right now doesn't mean that, that's all that I am and that's all that you judge me by. You know? There's a lot more about me and to me that you still don't know.
What do we don't know?
My personal life, my past,
Yeah.
my future plans, who I am as a person, like other than fashion. People think that just because they know what I like and dislike in fashion, they know my likings in general. But that doesn't define anything. Like, you don't know what I like to do in my pastime. You don't know how I am as a person outside of Instagram with my friends. You don't know, frankly, anything about me. So for you to sit and think that I'm the most horrible person on the internet, while there are so many other actual horrible people who are horrible in real life, and I know them. And you love them on the internet because of the short-sighted perception that they have created for themselves on the internet. So I think that's just funny. I would love for people to be more rational with the way they consume content.
You just said lots of people don't know about your personal life, your past. Is that something that's conscious? I mean, do you not want people to know about you?
Actually, I mean, yeah, I don't want people to know about me in ways that are not controlled by me. Because I feel like oftentimes in my life, I've felt out of control with my decisions and the things that were happening. And so I feel like if ever I want to, talk about my past or talk about anything, I would like to do it in a creative manner that is much more than just my experience, and it's more about the emotions that I felt so that people my age and people around me who have maybe gone through similar things can like relate to that and find solace or peace or comfort in that. So that's why I don't want it to make it like a rage bait on Instagram where I'm just like, this happened to me and oh my god, I don't want that. It's like, for me, the incident is the least significant things. Like the things that happen in your life are the least significant.
True.
How they shape you and how they instill different emotions and learnings in you is what actually matters. And so if I ever want to talk about my life, I would like to do it in that manner. And I think for that, I need to grow up a little bit.
Of course, yeah.
I'm just 21, so I feel like a little bit more learning, a little bit more growth, and I think maybe I will be ready to show those sides to the world.
You sound like a person who has gone through a lot in life. You've seen a lot.
No, I've just not slept, so my voice is really coarse. But
No, the way
I'm
you're
just a
talking,
girly
the way you're
heart.
talking about, the experiences you've had, the past that you're talking about, which you won't share. You seem like a person who has been through a lot in life.
I have been through a lot, and in the sense that I don't want to be like a, like a mopey influencer who's like, oh my God, my family didn't support me, or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I understand that, in India, as an LGTV, it's just very hard. And so there's many experiences, things that are not even like you take note of, but like a random person looking down on you or a random remark or things like these. I feel like I come across as very unemotional and unabashed and unapologetic on my social media. But in reality, I am very, very sensitive.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to like everything. Like if I watch 2 sad reels in a row, I will start crying. Literally. So like in that sense, I feel like that's a whole different side of me that I've still kept very away.
Yeah.
But I think in due time, we will see that as well.
But how do your childhood friends or probably relatives or parents see you now? Do they talk about you? Like, do they praise you, seeing how you have grown so much?
No, I think the best thing about my friends and family is that they're still very much based in reality. Like, I have a very short pool in my life where I don't really read a lot of comments or what people are saying about me, and I'm not that famous to actually even care about what people are saying about me. But it's like I don't really seek validation anymore from social media, because I used to do that quite a lot and it was very corrosive. And now I seek validation from the people around me, my team, my friends, my family. So and I expect them to be most honest and rational and like upfront about whatever they think I'm doing in life. Because if they just praise me and they're nice to me, then I'm not going to go anywhere. Because like my biggest fear right now is that I don't want this to be my peak.
Yeah.
I don't want the year of 2025 to be like, oh my God, Sufi killed it this year and then he disappeared. I want this to be my debut, which, onsets bigger things. So the one thing that I'm craving most is constructive, honest criticism.
Right.
Which is why all of like, I was just going to tell you as well, like once you see the show, you better tell me if I'm horrible in it. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
So, Sufi, you're very open about your sexuality and now you are into acting as well.
Yeah.
So, obviously, you will gain a lot of fame after this.
I hope so.
Do you think that some part of people might, look at it in a different way? Or people in your community might apprehend you?
Honestly, no. I think because like, in India, there has been no like actual representation of the community, in the sense that, of course, we've had characters here and there and we've had, little cameos of people and stuff like that. But we've never had like a person just be themselves without actually giving a damn. And maybe when the people who are stigmatized about the community and people who have misconceptions, maybe when they see me just go out and about and be a regular person, they'll realize that it's really not that deep. Like, it's just your sexuality, it's not your whole existence. Just because you're part of the community doesn't mean that it's a stamp on your face and that's all you are. Like, I'm Sufi Motiwala, that's who I am. I love fashion, I love film, I love the arts, I love music, I love so many things. So if anybody wants to judge me or apprehend me, I think they should judge me and apprehend me by my tastes and my behavior, not by my sexuality.
Yeah.
Because if they're apprehending me based on my sexuality, that's a reflection of their character, not mine.
Yeah, you talked about how they should do it. But my question would be, have you ever faced apprehension from your own community? Ever in your life?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's
like,
beautiful.
I feel like I am trying my best to be the best version of myself that I can. I'm also just 21. As the years go by, I'm learning, evolving. My likings in fashion that were there 2 years ago are not the same right now. And so I'm sure that if people have an apprehension about me from my community in the sense of my behavior, and if I'm doing something, then I would love to hear about it. I haven't heard anything so far.
Yeah.
But other than that, if they hate me just because I'm going out and being myself, then go off, girl. You're still watching.
You're just 21, Sufi, and
Yeah.
you know, at this age, you're facing a lot of stuff like trollings, I'm sure, because there are videos of you all over the internet. And you're famous for that as well. I mean, all your Instagram videos, in fact,
Yeah.
trolling other celebs, they all go viral. Does that affect you mentally?
It used to quite a lot because at one point of time, when I started making content, it came out of a place of I needed to create a space for myself in my life where I could just be authentically myself, even though that was not who I was authentically as a person. But after one point, my social media got to a point where it felt like a redundant train wreck last year, where I was just constantly being policed by a lot of people and they were trying to control what I was saying and how I was behaving. And then I took a step back and I took up more control of, like, you know, what I'm saying, how it's being portrayed, and, you know, just understanding also that something that I might think that's just funny, hee hee ha ha, could have serious detrimental effect on like anybody. And so I think with that, my content has just shaped quite a lot. And so now it doesn't affect me mentally, because when I shoot something, I shoot it with the mental headspace of, you know, I am not criticizing anybody.
No.
I am actively making the effort now to say that it's the dress or the heel or this. Like previously, it had gotten to a point where it was getting like generic, which was like an insult vibe almost, where it's like, wow, I hate this, whatever. But now I've tried to bring it back a little bit more to the fashion aspects of it all.
Yeah, I could see the change.
Yeah.
I think I've been following you since 1.5 years or something now.
so much.
I can see the change in your content. I mean, you have grown a lot.
Yeah.
My
Trying.
question would now be, since you troll a lot of celebs, has that ever backfired? Has any celeb, you know, trolled you or scolded you like ऐसा क्यों बोला तुमने मेरे बारे में?
I mean, they haven't scolded me, but they will, like, you know, make a like, you bitch, you diva, you never give me a good score. I remember once I was at this event, it was a launch for something, and Kiara was there and she was wearing this lovely dress and she was like, so, will it finally be a 10 out of 10 today? And I was like, yes, diva, it will. So they're very kind. They don't ever have like any... You know, as a celebrity, I think when you look at it from their perspective, they wear 5 outfits a day.
Yeah.
They're ambassadors for 11 brands. Like, they really don't care if I don't like a dress that they wear.
So you go easy on them or you don't?
No, I mean, I don't think I've gone on easy on anybody.
No, you have not. Trust me, you have not.
I wouldn't be here. But I think, like, they really enjoy it themselves as well, because it's just fun. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be fun. It's not really that serious. Because at the end of the day, it's just fashion. We're all just playing dress up. We're not saving lives.
Yeah.
So it can't be that serious that, oh my god, you didn't like my dress, I'm gonna jump off the building.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that deep.
Name one celeb whose dress you think is perfect on point all the time, and one celeb who needs to change the stylist.
I think a celeb that, you know, I feel like will never go wrong is Rekha ji.
Oh yeah.
Because she has just progressed and evolved in her style. Like, look at the material.
Yeah.
Look at the material. Like, everybody today
True.
still references her.
True.
So for her, any brief that comes to her, she can just do Rekha.
Yeah.
And she will be iconic. And someone that I think needs to change their stylist, I think these boys need to find like some femme fatale diva who just gets it, who accessorizes them. Like, why are they not getting inspired by the Jacob Elordis and all of that? Why are we not seeing that in India yet? I miss that. So the men. I would always say the men.
No particular name. Just all the men, the youngsters.
All of them.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you are an actor, you are going to get a lot of fame, like I said before.
I hope.
And my question now would be, people will be interested in your personal life. Whom are you dating? What's your love life like?
I can confidently say I have been single for 21 years. I have never dated anybody.
Yeah?
Literally, I beg you, find
Hopefully
me
I
someone.
change. You want to change that though?
Yes.
What's your idea of love?
I am single.
What's your idea of love?
Oh, I think love is to be seen and to be understood.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the little details. Like people often make love about the big proclamations of love and the huge, like, ceremonies and all of that. But I have found that love is like often like the smallest of things. Like when you ask someone, can you pass me a bottle of water, and they open the bottle of water and they give it to you, just so you don't have to do that extra effort. And it's those small little things that people do to make your life better that I feel like is love.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Before coming here, I was just reading up on you, and there were so many articles on Reddit as well, on Twitter,
Thanks.
that Sufi Motiwala has a lot of friends. He's good friends with Karan Johar, all the celebs, he just hangs out with them. So I wondered, who is Sufi Motiwala's best friend, or maybe someone who he's close to?
My best friend, or my longest and actual closest best friend, is my stylist, Muskan Shah. We grew up together in Surat, since the 10th grade. We entered fashion colleges together. We started doing what we're doing in life, like styling and content together. And she has been styling me since the beginning of my career. And I think that's my most pure, honest, unabashed relationship that I have. Like yesterday, it was my premiere, and the only people that I took with me was like her and my younger brother and one other friend.
Okay.
So these are my closest friends.
Yeah. So before going, my last question would be, what's next for you? Will we see you acting more, or you're just gonna go back to your social media stuff?
I hope. I don't know. I don't want to be like one of those divas who's like, yes, I'm gonna be an actor, and then nobody signs me for anything. So I'm just excited and grateful that I get to do this even once, because it's like such a beautiful experience. Like who gets to say that I have a show coming out on Amazon Prime tomorrow? So I'm just grateful that I am getting that experience, and I would be really honored if I get to do it again and again and more often in the future. But if not, you will be seeing me being that annoying bratty diva on Instagram till I die, for sure.
Any message to your fans before going?
Please watch the show. It really matters if you go and watch it on Prime Video, so that it gets a season 2, so that you can get to see more of us.
Thank you so much, Sufi. Lovely talking to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yay!